Hi, this is Gina. I've been very, very busy. I signed up for classes at the local library for intermediate Excel classes, and oh my gosh, that took on 6 weeks. And so I haven't been on here. I was doing unboxings and then showing what I was doing with my end products. And then I thought, well, I'll get into doing tutorials. And I'm sorry that I haven't been on here, so here I am. Now, I did do a tutorial, but I was out of screenshot, not in focus, so like, Gina, pay attention. So, I got these out, and I'm going to try again. So, I got these out. They're so pretty. Are they pretty? They're kind of like a pear shape. So I thought I would use these as dangles so they would match this. I made this. So I'm like, I like this. I like the way it turned out. It's very pretty. It's Labradorite. Very pretty, very, very pretty. So I'm going to use these as dangles on each side. And then I've got these. And then I thought I put these crackle glass. Let's start with the crackle glass. And then just go on the outside there and just keep going from there. I had a design, and then I'm like, well, I put it on a plate. My design plate, which is, yeah, you can't pick it up. This. So I had it on here. So then I scooped up all my beads, put them on here. So now I gotta figure out the design again. So I think these all go together very well. Let's put some big ones in there. 2 big ones. Yeah, I signed up for those Excel classes, intermediate, and I'm like, oh boy, did I learn a lot, because I didn't know what I was doing when I got into that class. Nope, that one goes. Okay, let's get smaller one. And then I'm not really sure how we want to do this. I know I got 4. 1, 2. Oh, I only got 3 for each side. 3 for each side. So let's go small. I don't think that looks right. Let's do a small here, and then a bigger one here, 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 here. How's that look? I think it's going pretty well. So far, so good, huh? Yeah. All right, they've got an extra one. Okay, now these we'll have dangle one right there. We'll dangle one right there, one right there, and one right there. Yeah. And then I like to go all the way around the back. This don't look like a whole lot of beads, does it? Not really. I want to go all the way around the back. Because I do like doing chain. Like, just do this part and then just add chain. But this is so pretty. I want to just do the beads all the way around. So it just sparkles. I'm a sparkly kind of person. I want everything to sparkle. I like to sparkle, so I like to spread the sparkle. Spread the sparkle to everybody. So, I don't know. All my little beads. I don't know. happened to my little beads? Okay, well, I gotta get some more beads. Hang on. Let me pause. Okay, this is what I found. Oh, don't need that big one. Found some more of these. Get rid of that. I've got more of these. What do I put up here? These are rondelles. These are rondelles. These are rondelles. These are really pretty. I have this one bin that's got all this white crackly glass, and it's like, it's all mixed up. And I really, really like these. These are pretty. But I think I'm going to stick with what I have right now. We're just going to go every other one and just see where that gets us. Every other one. Some of these, they don't have like the crackle. Like this one, it looks, I don't know. Yeah, it does. Well, they look kind of gray sometimes. Some of them, they just look gray. All right, let's get a big one. And then a small one. And go this way. I think I want to make this a short one so it doesn't hang down too low. I want this to sit high up on the bust. That way it hangs very, very pretty. Oh, it looks like I got one side longer than the other side. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2. Well, we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7. So let's get caught up over here. Oh, we got 7. And then we got that. Okay, now we got 8 for each side. Okay, I'm thinking we could string these up. How does that look? I don't want this too crowded. I kind of want this a little spread out. Give me a couple of these smaller ones. See how these smaller ones, they don't exactly look crackly. This one does. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I think that's, yeah, let's do it that way. Okay, I'm going to just, okay, now I need head pins. Oh my goodness, I didn't get no head pins out. Okay, we're back. Got some head pins. I think first we'll set up our dangles. So I'm going to start from the bottom, the fat side, and then go work up. And then get our round nose. And what I want to do is make a simple loop, which I'm just going to bend it. I don't know if I want to bend it with that. Probably with these. I'm just going to bend it back. See how this works. They're stainless steel, so they work a little bit harder. There we go. And I got lotion on my hands. So I got that bent, like 90 degree. And then we're gonna snip off the extra. So we don't need it that big, we just need it. We just need to make a loop. Oh. snip, and then roll it back. We're just going to roll it back. Wow, this is more difficult than I thought it would be, because I have to stay in screenshot, and I'm used to working right up at my nose so I can see what I'm doing. Huh. And there we have our loop. Okay, 3 more to go. Fat side on the bottom. And bend. Looks like it already has a slight bend to it. Oh, it's not bending very nicely for me. And snip. And then we're going to roll it back. And when you roll it back, grab a hold of it. Make sure you can't feel it on the other side. And then roll. And this one didn't work out so good for me. All right. See what I mean? I always run into snags when I do tutorials, or actually when I just work by myself. So now I'm doing tutorials, and you get to see the troubles that I run into. But then that's okay, because the troubles I run into are probably the same troubles that you run into. Who knows? And I don't like that when it's too long. I want them to be, you know what? Stainless steel. It's not as easy to work with. I think I want to snip a little bit more off and roll some more. Get more of a loop in there. So it matches the other one. So I want this to come back. Oh my goodness. I want this to come back. Bend back. Oh my goodness, I got hand lotion on. Because my hands are so dry. I have the worst nails. So I thought I'd at least put lotion on before I started the tutorial. All right, there we go. Straighten it up. Let us straighten it up. There we go. Now curl it under. Okay. Loop number 2. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Snip off. I snip off about my finger length. And then roll it back. And then about, you can see where I work. That's about the length that I make sure there's no wire on the other side. And then roll it. Nice. Okay, we got that one. One more to go. And we'll get this one. this bent down. They're crystals, so I'm just, I'm trying not to wreck my crystals. Fingers length. Snip it off. Roll it back. That one I roll back too high. Let's get that curled under. Oh my goodness. Bend it up. Okay. All right. We got our dangles. We got our dangles. All right. Now I have some wire. This is beading wire. And I use the 49 strand because it's the softest drape, which gives you the drape that you want for your necklaces. So so they're not stiff. It gives you the drape. So what it's telling you is there's 49 strands of stainless steel with a clear coat of I don't know. There's a clear coating on the outside that coats it and keeps it from fraying and all that extra stuff. So this is you don't have to use this one, but it's the one that I use because I want the best. I want my jewelry to last. So this is what I use. You don't have to. There's 19 strand, 7 strand. You can use whatever strand you want. This is what I prefer to go with. So let's start beating this up, beating this up. Start with a little one. And here we go. There's one. See how long this makes it, because I'm not so sure. Oh, these crackle ones are going to be fun. There it is. So we got all this. We'll get this done. Oh my goodness, my mouth is dry. My mouth gets so dry and my voice gets hoarse. Oh, that feels better. Feels better, probably sounds better. So we got this. And I see that my camera is moving when my desk is moving. I am resting my elbows on the desk because it's hard to raise your elbows and work, like this up against so that the camera can capture what you're doing. But like I said, it's hard to do. So I'm trying not to move so much so that the camera is not wobbling all over. It's got a strong, what do you call that? It's not really a wire, but it's cable. And it's very hard to maneuver. It's stiff, but the desk is not very stable. So the desk moves, the camera moves. I'm like, oh no, that's not good. So no, I'm not going to buy a new desk. I can't afford to buy a new desk. Okay, here we go. Where it goes with one of these. These are pretty. Okay, let's see how this goes. We'll put this in. There it is. And then we'll put one of these on. And then we'll put this on. Let's see, how does this go? And then one of these. And then one of these. Uh-oh. I'm out of sequence. I'm out of sequence somehow. Okay. I like the way that's set up. Maybe take one out. Take one out. And then it goes big one. See? Things change. I know as I was picking them up, I was moving them. So that was part of it. So, small one. And then I had another small one. Do I have another crackle? Yeah. And then I put this in. It's open. Is the loop open? There. And then this. And then is that, I think that's too close. That'll be too close to this. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Well, now we'll slide this on. How does that look? That's pretty. All right. Let's just keep going. Now I gotta pay attention to what I did. So we got this one and a small one. And one of these. And then a small one. They're crackle, but not as good. And then a big one. And then a small one. And then, did I do this one again? No, I didn't get that one on. No, I did it wrong. Did you guys catch that? You guys probably caught it. All right, the big one, then the small one, then one of these gray ones. Then this. Okay, then we got the bigger one. See, I always run into issues. Always do. All right, now big, small, this. And then another small. Yeah, good thing I got these ones out, but they're not so crackly. They're just they just look like glass. Oh well. All right, now a big one. All right, let's see how that looks. And then we go to one of these. No. So we go, small one. I'm down here. What the heck? Oh my gosh. What is going on with my brain? It is not functioning, that's for sure. All right. One of these goes in here. And then a small one. And then a big one. Crackle glass is so pretty. I love it. Don't matter what color it is, I love it. And then a gray. Then a big. then a small, then one of these, and then another small, and then another big, all right, let's see, see where I'm at now. Okay, so we have big, small, this, small, big, this, big, small, that, small, big, and then one of these. I'm doing good. I'm doing better. I'm getting better. One of these. And then it's just going to be back and forth from a big to small. You know what I could have done? Oh well. I don't need that one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, this one's... I think I'll just leave that one out. Instead of using this one here, I probably could have brought one from the back and brought it forward. Maybe I should do that. I think I should do that. I'll bring that one from the back and put this one in the back because I don't like it. And we'll use these ones from the back and bring them forward. Oh boy. This, then a small one, then this. Out of shot again. Then this. I think it's pretty. It's so pretty. Everything sparkles in this. Everything sparkles. Oh, that's not the hole. Okay, here we go. And I've noticed, oops, what's that? Glitter. When you use crackle glass and you drop your beads down and just let them clang together, they will crack and they will break in half, and then you have no bead, and then you gotta go back and restring. So this is the short distance. I used to hang them and let them drop and say, whoa, what happened to that bead? Oh, then I realized what I did. And I'm like, okay, because what they do with the crackle glass is they heat it all up, and then they put it in water to cool it down fast, and it makes it crackle, and that's how you get all that crackly goodness in there. So pretty. They have all different colors. Okay. All right, well, getting down to the end here, I want to measure, see how long it is. Let's see how many we got here. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Oh, look at that. I got 8 on each side. Okay, and now I need one more crackle for the end on this one. Now, there we go. That is pretty. That's pretty. I'm going to measure. Oh my goodness, it's not even 15 inches. It's not even 15 inches. So we need to add on 3 more inches. So about 1.5 inches on each side. So we need more crackle glass. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got some more. Let's see. I'm just going to do 1.5 inches on each side. So we got a small, go big, and then small, and then big, and then small. See, you can hear them clang. All right, 1.5 inches. Let's go one more. So we're going to do 3 on each side. So I got 3. Yep. All right. And then I'm going to have to cut that off and add to that side. All right. I am going to finish this side up. I have crimp beads, wire guards. So I'll take one crimp bead. String that on. That's on. And then we're going to string on the wire guard. The wire guard is exactly what it is, a wire guard. It has 2 channels. You see it? 2 channels. You're going to go in one side, bring it up, and go through, down through the other side. And what it does, when you put it on your jump ring or chain or whatever metal, it will keep it from your beading wire from fraying. And speaking of which, I was going to do a jump ring. Okay, back through the crimp bead. Whoop. Bring it up. Tighten it. Gotta make sure that loop, there's no loop up there. Tighten it down on each side. Now, you want to make sure your wires are not crossed. And now we're going to crimp with crimping pliers with the crimp. The crimp is this back part where it's got that little divot right there in the back. We're going to divot, we're going to crunch it there, then we're going to move it to the front, and then we'll round it off there. So crimp in the back, pull everything down nice and tight, crimp. There. See how it made 2 channels? Now, and now we have our beautiful little crimp. Tug, give it a tug test on both sides. And then what I do is I snip this part off. I always snip this part off. You don't need it. As long as the bead is nice and snug, you don't need it. What is going on? Oh, there it goes. Okay, now we are ready to do this side. Bring this down. Okay, now I'm just going to snip off a section. Don't know how much. Don't want to cut myself too short. See, I try to save on this because this wire isn't very cheap. Okay, now we want to do 3 more. We want a big one. Small one. big one, small one, big one, and a small one. I think that's what we did. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ta-da! I did it. Okay, crimp bead. There's our crimp bead. Right there. And now we're going to do our wire guard. And through. And through. Oh, I can't see. There we go. And through the one side. Pull it through. Down through the other side. Pull. And get it through the crimp bead. Now this side's going to be a little different. And a little trickier. Come on. Go through the bead. There we go. Now, you want to pull it down. Meet all your beads. And usually, if you go through one bead, see how it sits crooked like that? It's sitting crooked. I don't like that. So, you got to go through at least one bead. That's what I do anyway. Go through one bead. Pull it through. And you gotta pull it through. Nice and snug. But you don't want it too tight. You want it fluid. So, pull it snug. And now, we're going to crimp right in the back. That divot right in the back. Get a hold of it. Crimp. Go to the front. Turn it. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? Now, you want to snip this off. I snip it off really, 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 really close. I think I need new snippers. And there's my waist, about 2 inches. Yeah. Okay, now what I want to do is, because I don't know, sometimes that little part, that wire is going to work its way out, and then it's going to become a nuisance, and it will poke at you. Nobody wants a pokey necklace. So I pull it out, snip it off, and there we have that. Okay, all this away, all this over. All right, now we are going to put on our, oh, can you see it? Right there. I'm going to put on our jump rings and the clasp. Okay, jump rings and our clasp. So let's start over here with our clasp. And these jump rings. And then we want bent nose. do the bent nose so you get all that surface area. And then I use, so you get all the, see where the opening is? And then you use the bent nose to cover all that. And then you use these, twist it open. Twist that open. Put it on. Put it back on. And twist it shut. Make sure it's nice and snug. There, I can feel it nice and snug. There. I go with the big clasp because you don't know who's going to buy your jewelry. So the bigger, the better. People like the bigger ones. They're easier to maneuver and handle. And so now we're going to do this side, which we're going to do a small one. The small one you just open, like, there's the opening. And we'll just grab a hold of it on each side. And then twist, twist. Put this on. And the necklace. Twist it shut. There, I can feel it rub. Okay, I'm going to measure this. I'm going to measure this again. 18 inches. Ha ha! 18 inches. Nice. So now, this on. We should put extender. So I'm going to put on extender chain. So we'll get out chain. And it's 18 inches. So, I don't know, 3 inches? 18 plus 3 is 21 inches. Go 4 inches is 22 inches. I don't know, 4 inches? I don't know. I don't know. You never know who's going to buy it, so you don't know how far. I think 4 inches is plenty. So we'll snip off about 4 inches right here. Got this. All this chain. So now, let's see. I need to open up the jump ring here. Attach it. Just a little bit. And then we're just going to put the chain right on there. Close it up. Nice and snug. Feel it rubbing. Now, I should probably put, let's see, I'll get a large one. Jump ring on the end. So if somebody else has a larger neck, they could, or if they want to wear it longer, they can. So we're going to open this up, twist, put it on the end, and twist it shut. Always twist your jump rings. You try and spread them open and it's just going to wreck them. Okay, there's that. Now we want to do a dangle, don't we? Put one of these on. We'll do one of these. Okay, this one we're going to do a wrapped loop. I'm going to take a drink. Wrapped loop. I want to do the round nose. We're going to take starts out, bend it over the wire, and then I'm going to take the wire and place it right here. And I just want a small loop, so I'm not going too high on the further back you go, the bigger the loop. So I just want a small loop. So I'm going to have it come up and over. Rotate. Bring it all the way across. All the way, come on. Stainless steel. Nice and snug. There. Now, before I do the loop, start wrapping it, I want to put it on here first. There. Hang on to it with the bent nose. Yeah, let's see. I get that bent out of the way too. All right. Hang on to it. Right there. Okay, now we want to wrap this. I'm going to use these. This just secures it so it just doesn't fall off. One loop is probably that's sufficient enough, but there we go. 2 loops. And you don't want to go too many loops, because if you tighten it down right down to that crackle glass, again, if you put pressure on it, it will snap. So we will snip it off before we get to that point. And here, loop. All right, lift it up. Oh, I need no snippers. Okay, now I have that sticking out. Nobody wants that in their neck, so we're going to tuck that in. Yeah. Beauteous. All right, let's move all this stuff out of the way. Now, and here is our necklace that we just made together. Isn't that pretty? I'll try to get it all into the... There we go. And we have our necklace. I think it's gorgeous. It's absolutely pretty. Oh, okay. Well, happy beading. If you want to subscribe to my channel, hit the subscribe button, because it doesn't cost you a thing. Doesn't do anything. Just helps me with my channel. So subscribe and hit the like button. And the little tiny bell. So every time I come on, you will see me. So I promise I'll be on here more often. Happy beading!